Erik Solo joined us this week on the Mixtape Show. We're going to talk about this Fly Bias album, and we're going to get to know the brother a little bit, man. And first and foremost, welcome to the Mixtape Show, man. And you are what we call boom bap alumni.
That's all true what you said. I grew up in San Diego, so in Southern California. And then I moved to Santa Barbara, where I went to college. And it was sort of, I graduated the very end of the 90s in 99. And so there was a lot of stuff happening in the Bay Area that I was real excited about, especially musically, especially hip hop. I loved it. Thank you, sir.
What was your soundtrack coming up, man? Who'd you listen to when mom and dad was in the house, man? You was youngin' and they was throwing on the music, man. What did you hear on Saturday mornings and stuff?
When I was real little, my dad was all about Motown. My mom mostly listened to country music, kind of like the 70s outlaw. My dad, when he was in college, he went to Indiana University, and sort of as a part-time thing, he would book bands. And he booked one of the very first Jackson 5 shows. I mean, Tim Short and NWA, that's how I heard all that stuff. But yeah, that's all just to say, like, hip-hop is at the root of it, even to the extent that, like, my other music tastes in a lot of ways come from exploring sample sources and just getting excited about, the wide variety of stuff that's out there on cheap records that you can kind of flip into something new.
Yeah, that's the one thing I love about this, man, is me and my partner had a conversation about this. Hip hop is probably one of the very, 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 very few genres where you could take everything and make it hip hop, but you can't do it the other way, right? You can't.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of dope that you can take these other little things and make it something that's hip hop, or like you said, you'll hear a loop in your head, or you listen to a record like, ooh, what was that? Let me go back and hear that again, and you can do that.
That's such a good point. That's such because
and you can definitely tell with this right here. Fly Bias, man. Dope project. Erik Solo and Tom C3, man. Talk about this, man. When did you guys start putting this together, man? Shout out to DJ at MadGoodRecords for the distribution on this one. When did this project start, man? When did you guys start kind of cooking up for that?
Culinary world. And so I think he was sort of like, he had these beats and, he really liked them, but didn't like have a thing to do with them. And we had connected. And so, hey, man, let's try something out. And I think I mentioned during COVID, I was writing a lot, but I wasn't at my best in some ways, like so many of us were not. Yeah. So I wasn't doing a lot of recording. So I had kind of written a lot of stuff to these tracks and just let them sit, unfortunately. And then